What it is, what it ain't, what it ain't, what it is, good world. It's your auntie's favorite nephew and your grandma's favorite cousin. Your daddy's uncle. In this world, I go by Papi Equis. And I would like to welcome y'all to the rodeo show. KinkCast official episode number 1. If y'all missed our last show, it was a pilot talk episode. But I'm right back again with Miss AnimeBae. And I have a special guest today. Her name is Miss Shamaria. So I heard that she was a tantric, sexual, mystical, magical witch bitch.
Aren't all Scorpios though?
I got love-hate relationships with Scorpios.
I do. Wow. I think everybody does.
I do. I have so many.
Shaded the most.
Man, my ex was a Scorpio.
Gemini's,
I
get such a bad rap, man.
I'd rather deal with a Gemini than a Scorpio.
Oh damn.
I mean, it all depends though, because Scorpios, y'all be
like Scorpios. We can either heal you or destroy you. It depends on like
y'all
want
to do both.
Yeah,
but we want to transform you above all else.
We
want to transform you.
But they be intense when you mess with
you. Like it? Y'all like it?
Anyway, so. Lights, my So we got a real good show in store for y'all. We got the lovely Miss Shamaria in the building. She's a healer, spiritual guru from what I'm looking at online and on Instagram.
I don't know if I'll say guru.
I'm gonna say guru because you're on a certain level that you teaching me something. And people call me a guru, and I don't claim that shit neither. So wise people know who they are without knowing who they are. So it's just peace. You know what I'm saying? But we got her in the building. We're going to see what her brain looking like. You know what I'm saying? See what she be talking about. Because she be posting half naked pictures online. I don't be trying to be no creep.
First of all.
But it be healing. You know what I'm saying? It's all healing. It's all meditation. You know, you got to play with that yonder to get what you want sometimes.
Honestly, you inspire me to get more grounded in my body.
Really?
Like when you just dance, I'm like, I want to dance. I should dance.
It's healing.
It is. And I used to rave, and when I stopped, I just stopped. So I don't even listen to EDM here at the house. We listen to jazz and soul and stuff like that.
Now see, I can vibe to jazz music though too.
Oh, all day. So
your favorite jazz musician?
Honestly, my favorite would have to be Amy Winehouse, just because she had a very intense background, and I can resonate with her story.
For sure.
But I like Etta James. I like Nina Simone. Like blues too. I fuck with the blues as well.
Yeah,
so it depends on my mood, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
But Amy Winehouse is my favorite.
Okay, that's different. Really hitting on Amy. I mean, Amy Winehouse, but you don't really hear that too often with jazz. That's different. I hear more with blues and jazz. But I can see where the jazz fit in.
She has a lot of jazz roots.
Yeah, definitely got a lot of jazz.
Big band, I
fuck with it though. So what? Because I've been, like I said, I've been looking and everything. I had a couple questions I wanted to ask, but I seen initially that you started a lot of your spiritual stuff with your mom that you started that with.
Yeah, she was my teacher. I know at one point we actually were Christian. She was a minister. But when I was 13, that's when we really started exploring. So I think I was either 13 or 14. She bought me my first deck of oracle cards.
Wow.
But she had them hidden under our bed just because of my grandparents. She thought that they would see them somehow. Because they're Old Testament Christian.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I grew up in Christian house too, so I know how they do.
But ever since I was 14, we started exploring through Ifa and now hoodoo. So I like it so far.
I be into that hoodoo shit on the low, man. That shit is.
You don't have a choice.
I study everything, but that hoodoo joint be cool. I just. It's interesting because you just say you came from a Christian background and then you and your mama started studying voodoo together.
That shit fire.
Yeah, that's cool as hell, but it's rare. That's some rare shit.
Very much so. My parents were not. I think for a long time, my mom was just like, this bitch crazy. I don't know what she got going on. But then she got sick, and I started bringing her crystals and stuff, and she was like, yes, what is this? What does it do? Okay, yeah, put that on my hospital bed,
So do you practice Tantra as well? Through your meditation?
I do occasionally. I'm more so into Reiki, but in terms of meditation, I like to practice on Reiki. But I practice sexual Tantra, but not really in my meditations, honestly.
Okay, what kind of, and
I'm not familiar with Reiki, so
yeah, Reiki dope.
It's like energy work. I feel like that's like the stepping stone to Tantra, honestly.
I want to say honestly, you be doing Reiki low key and don't be knowing it. You don't go through the practices in regards to all right, step one do this, step one do that. Right. You subconsciously be doing that shit with people and don't be realizing it. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's just happening. But now, so I want to talk about the Tantra thing, man, because that's something that I've been practicing myself, and I know personally before I met AnimeBae that I kind of like activated my Kundalini doing sex at one point in time, so that kind of helped me put myself here. But how does that tantric aspect, you know, especially in regards to you being such a spiritual person, like how does that help you or put you, or, you know, place you out here with the super witches that's out here?
Do you consider yourself a witch?
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I feel like it's kind of, the word is kind of whitewashed right now, but I don't mind it. I don't mind the title.
I don't think it's whitewashed. I think
I feel like ever since Sephora, they got that little sage bundle.
I think let me see this. I'm gonna choose my words wisely.
Okay.
When being conscious became a trend, being a witch became a personality.
Okay, I can.
And you know, so I wouldn't necessarily say it was whitewashed. I honestly feel like it was blackface, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Because now you got so many, and this is not no shade to none of the people that's on their conscious journey and all of that, but you know, it's levels to this shit. You feel me? You gotta, and then just speaking from a personal experience, before I decided to, or before I was even comfortable with trying to do a tarot card reading for a group of people, let alone one person outside of myself, it took me 3+ years of me knowing myself or being comfortable with myself or whatever to even do that. Whereas you got people who, you know, go through a bad breakup or do some other shit, and now, you know, all of a sudden they're conscious, and 3 months later they flipping tarot cards and all this other shit going on, and now they calling themselves a witch and all this other shit. But in reality, if they was to meet a person like one of us sitting in this circle, it's like, well, damn, let me kind of go back and double back on what I feel like I know, you know what I mean? So that's just my perspective on it. So I wouldn't say it's whitewashed.
I would say I watched Hood Witch on IG.
Yeah.
I watched her drop so much heat. Like, I think weekly she was doing different drops, whether it was tarot cards, little sage packets, like just different stuff. And then slowly but surely, like, mainstream media just started doing the exact same shit.
Right.
Like, I'm talking Starbucks, Sephora, like, and she was just going off on Twitter like, yo, this is crazy to me that y'all really just biting my shit.
Yeah, it's crazy how that thing just flowed with it. You know, that's where the whitewashing come into play in regards to that. But, you know, in regards to our culture, we just got to know ourselves more. But how do you, I guess, within your meditation process, how do you include your tantric practices? Like, is tantric for you like more so just a masturbation aspect, or do you include it with your partner, or like how does that work? Because I know a lot of women these days are more so focused on I'm a you know, beat my meat and masturbate and get what I want.
I mean, that was definitely like the stepping stone. I feel like I started off with masturbation just because I feel like the more I know myself, the more I can like connect with my partner. Right. But like as I got more comfortable, I definitely started practicing it with my lovers. It was more so my female lovers at first, because I feel like
it's easier to tap in.
Yeah.
But how does that work though? Because ultimately y'all don't have, you know, being in that situation, like watching women go blow for hours. Yeah. Where does it stop? Like, what could you know? Because masculine and feminine energies, especially during sex, they have their roles. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just watched something happen this past weekend, and it was like,
is that what you talking about?
Yeah.
It was like I watched something. All right, just so y'all know, man, I kind of orchestrated a lesbian orgy this past weekend. You know, and
it was Shibari inspired.
It was a Shibari inspired tantric event that just
went there.
Led into me just sitting back watching a lot of energy move back and forth. But I said all of that not to brag, but to say out of observation, because I did an experiment. You know what I'm saying? I realized, fellas, that y'all watching all these women go and go and go. They need something to stop it. They need something to dormant the energy, to calm it down, to let everything come to rest. And women can't do that to each other.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Because I feel like we'll stop them already.
You tucker each other out.
Yeah.
Whereas when you with me, you don't tucker me out. We balance each other out. Come on, now don't do me like that, man. So you see how that goes? She tried to have an office moment into the look in the camera. Look in the camera real quick, cause I want y'all to see how she capping. So
anyway,
again, my point.
I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
As far as women, that let me know that I was not a lesbian, because I was like, yo, I am tired. Where's the dick? Right. I'm calling them, texting them. Pull up now. She's trying to start a fire on my pussy. I can't. But
that's why it's important to have a man in that situation. Not saying there's nothing wrong with the girl on girl shit, but you know, it's a balance.
So that's don't feel like when we're doing our tantric thing, we create this explosion of and we just die and go to the.
I mean, but we die together.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we die together.
That's what I'm saying. Awesome. Whereas I watched all y'all just got up and went to the car. All right, it's over. My booty hole hurt. Somebody had 2 fingers of my pussy and my clit at the same time. Somebody limping to the car, and it's just like, well, damn. Okay, ain't no aftercare, ain't no cuddles, ain't no nothing.
Well, the whole session was aftercare.
Was it?
It's
that shit was intense.
It was very intense, but it was very intimate.
It was intimate, but my God.
I think it's healing being with a woman.
Yeah, it definitely.
That's why I don't get tired.
I get healed too by all them goddamn juices, man. That should be a lot, bro.
It was intense.
And like I said, this is just running a controlled experiment. You feel me? Cause for real, cause I didn't even pull my dick out. Like, I don't remember pulling my dick out at all. Like, you know what I mean? So you came over there trying to twinkle a dinkle, you know what I'm talking about? But I was just watching. You know what I'm saying? If I would have had like 4 more blunts, I would have been in that bitch chilling. But
you and the sweet child.
Man, listen, it's healing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You study hoodoo. You know who burying somebody is. You know what I'm saying? Burying like tobacco, burying like cigars, burying like rum, burying like women. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah, you was on tequila.
You know what I mean? I smoke cigars when I smoke my reefer. You feel me? I drink my rum and my gin, and you know, it just happened that way. But you feel me? That night, I just watched how that shit happened, and it was like, yo, that's how it's all over. You know what I'm saying? That's why the next morning, like, I was turned. Like, I wanted to fuck all day. I ain't getting no ass that night neither. Nigga, I wanted to fuck all day.
No, when I got home, I went to sleep.
Bruh, I wanted to fuck. And I was kind of like, should I be in my feelings about this shit? Nah.
I wanted to be watched.
I'm a chill.
And since he didn't want to do anything, I was just like, okay, well, he doesn't want to do anything. I'm going to sleep. In my mind, you just didn't. You wasn't.
Nigga, you was out.
Because I made the conscious decision to be out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. You see how she say that. But anyway.
I don't know. I guess it can be. It definitely can be with healing with a man, but I've just had more transformational experiences with women.
Okay.
But
that's understandable.
Yeah.
It's harder. I feel like it might be harder to do it with men that don't really understand what y'all.
Because it takes a willingness to be vulnerable. That's my thing, and to like really let go. And I haven't personally met a lot of men who are willing to do that sexually. You know,
hey man,
that's just me though.
Word.
Speaking of meeting men, have you found yourself dating or whatever, meeting people, and like realizing they're freaked out by like your practices and stuff, and being like, "You're a witch," and you're like, "Yeah, I like you."
They either get freaked out by it or turned on by it. Yeah, it's no in between though. I feel like.
I thought it was just me. Before I met him, I went through a couple guys where it was like, "This ain't gonna work. You are a Baptist," or like I called this guy. He was a truck driver. I'm like, "You're up. Hey, look at the moon." And he's like, "What? Why you call me at 3 a.m. tell me to look at the moon?" I'm like, "It's an eclipse. I wanted to share that with you, but you ungrateful bitch."
The first older guy I dated, he was actually a pastor.
Oh shit!
That was an experience.
An ex-Christian turned voodoo lady, turning out a pastor. You know what I'm saying? In the process of meditating under a full moon.
Gemini and a Scorpio.
Jesus Christ. She still remember y'all, bro. These witches is scary. Y'all hear this shit?
I don't forget people's songs.
Y'all, hey, bro. Hey, brothers.
She pulled his profile just now in her brain and was like,
Venus in Cancer, Mars in Cancer, South Node in Cancer. I don't know what his rising was, but I don't forget.
Y'all hear that shit?
Period poop.
Hey, man, y'all better get on y'all shit, bro. Y'all better get on y'all shit, bro. But hey man, I'm gonna also tell y'all something too, man, because I find cheat codes and loopholes, man. Don't let them hold you by your natal chart, fool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say that on some high level shit. I've been studying some sex magic, so it's different. But you know.
Yep, I knew you was about to do that.
It happened. But I had a question. Damn. All right, so for all of these beginners, man, that because you said you initially with your tantric practices, it started off with self and then just geared more towards this shit smell good. I wasted a little bit of this shit. But you started off with yourself and then it more so transcended into you having encounters with different women. But for, I guess, the women that's out there that's like yourself that's trying to find the steps to activate that, like, do you have any advice, hey, this will help me, read this book, listen to this lecture, maybe, I don't know, something?
I'll say the sexual teachings by I think it's the White Tigress. That was one that helped me kind of get introduced to it. It's more so like based around like the Asian practices, but it's still a really good book. I love it. It has a lot of information. But like in terms of actually like what you actually do to actively practice by yourself, I'll say the first tantric experience I've had by myself is masturbating outside. Like on shrooms. Yes, that was that day. It was amazing.
Yes, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. That was.
I can't. It's hard for me to masturbate and do that kind of shit.
What, like outside?
No, just masturbate. Period. And do like the meditation.
Really?
Like I was reading up on some stuff by Aleister Crowley. I don't know if you're familiar with Aleister Crowley, but he Mason. They quote unquote darker magic. But dark magic and light magic, they use the same ingredients, different intent. You know what I mean? But he was pretty much explaining exactly what you're talking about, but from a male's perspective. You know, talking about how men can masturbate and pretty much do the same thing. It just takes a lot more focus because of how our genes and chemical balance is, and the whole Big Bang. We only get one nut to y'all 7 type situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's 7 baby nuts or 7 baby deaths, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, compared to my big death, if that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, for, I guess from a male's perspective, just to kind of bring it around for the men that's listening, with that meditation, masturbation practice, just focus on yourself first, man. And just for me, what I did was I started meditating with a hard dick, and I know it sounds crazy, but it's a thing. If you research in ancient Kemet, it's a guy called his name is Min, M-I-N. He's the Egyptian god of fertility. So I was confused. I was like, yo, why I keep waking up in the morning with morning wood, like dick hard, and I don't always gotta pee. Like necessarily, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, you gotta go, nigga. That shit, like, your bladder done stopped up, your dick trying to hold it tight. So that's one thing. You feel me?
Like
you feel me? You know, bro. You wake up in the morning, and don't be drunk. You pissing all over the bathroom by accident. You know what I'm saying? But nah. I just, you know, I got questions about myself, you know, so I wonder, like, yo, what's up with this thing? Why do I wake up and at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning when the sun is rising, my Johnson is the hardest? Like, what's up with that shit? When researching found out that the ancient god of fertility, which is the god Min and Kemet, was, if you look on the walls, he actually is in a relic, but he has an erect penis. He's standing up, right hand erected, left hand down. His penis is erected because every morning when the sun's erect, that's, you know, him. That's a symbol of the sun rising, fertility being at its highest, whatever the case may be. So, brothers, if you are looking to, you know, have a baby, procreate, the best time to do it sundown, sunset, sunrise, because that's when you at your most fertile because of the balance in the universe. But that's a little free game. Just drop out there. But yeah, so I mean, and that's why I'm saying that, because like I said, I had to do some research on myself to understand why it's so hard for me to, you know, go there on that kind of level, because that focus is a thing. You know what I mean? So it's that magic shit. Like I said, is levels to that shit. You know what I mean? That tantric shit, especially when you dealing with it with a partner. Because like I said, I have sex for healing more so than pleasure, and she hate that shit, because I ain't gonna say hate that shit, but she dislikes it at times.
Why?
because I be in my head a lot, and I don't know how to enjoy myself sometimes when I do.
I feel like that's the part of like tantra though, is like getting out of your head and like really enjoying the experience and being present.
That's
you know?
exactly what I'm learning how to do now. You feel what I'm saying? I'm learning how to do. And that
he's
shit,
such a pleaser.
Oh my god, it's so hard.
It's
to do.
hard. Yeah,
oh
he's
my
such
god,
a pleaser. He's just trying to get me off, and I'm like, yo, enjoy yourself. But I also realize that involves me bringing out different sides of myself and not just allowing him to just please me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I don't hate it, but I do. I can tell when you're in your head.
Yeah, it pluck a nerve. I wouldn't say hate it, but yeah, which is the reason why I say it take a certain type of energy to come at me. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, because we have our whole little poly relationship or whatever the case may be, and people try to approach me, I'm like, yo, I'm on a whole different level. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't look at things the same way this guy looking at you. So, you know, by all means, if you want to holler at me, just understand I'm going to challenge you on whatever the fuck you coming at me with, because I'm not no simp. You know what I'm saying?
And we not poly to fuck.
Right,
so.
Exactly. Like,
I don't understand people think that.
Yeah,
like, it's not just around
like, it's people that are, though.
Yeah,
it's people that literally
listen, man, my
on unicorn missions.
My dick ain't free, bruh. Like, you gonna give me part of your soul, you come around this bitch.
Oh my God.
Not actually,
no
exaggeration. Know me,
exaggeration.
I'm not fucking playing with you. You gonna give me a piece of that son bitch. You come around me, and I don't mean that in no negative way, because I bring them with love and light. Not for real. I bring it, but even with that, like she said, that one word earlier, vulnerability. The ability to be vulnerable is a.
But I feel like that's why we meet a lot of women that like they'll be into me, but they'll take one look at him and be like, "Ooh, no,"
for real,
because they're like, I'm not willing to be vulnerable with that person, because I know he's going to require or take a certain type of energy from me that I'm not willing to give. I'm not tapped into. I'm not. You know, I'm still hurt from whatever, or, you know, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and, like, honestly, it took me a minute because I was one of those women who got, like, molested and all of that, so. But I finally found a male partner he's a Cancer. But I finally found, like, a male partner that I feel safe with and who's also willing to leave the same vulnerability in return, so. I think it's just, like, an equal exchange for me.
That's what I was going to say. That water, honey, he ain't got no choice but to give you all of that, like.
Exchange. I think that's the most important part of what you're trying to do, though. You know what I'm saying? Hence the reason why you probably was doing what you was doing with women so often, because you didn't have that equal exchange. You know what I mean? But it happens, and you here now, so you good. You feel me? That's the cool part about this shit. So are you? Hold up. Damn, I had another question. Hold on, I forgot what my question was. See, I'm getting used to this shit, but I swear. But everybody that is tuned in right now, man, I'm gonna just make a quick plug, man. I want to shout out to Live Wire Entertainment, my audio team, my man's D Sax. He not over here playing with his dick today, so
oh my god,
you know what I'm saying?
Did that happen in the last episode?
Nah, that didn't happen in the last episode. Daniel wasn't in here playing with his dick.
Daniel was never touching
it was a meme, and we seen this whole group chat.
It's a Zoom meeting.
It's a Zoom meeting.
Where this guy thought he had his camera off. Yeah, he was about to jerk that thing.
I saw that.
And the black guy in the meeting was like, "Damn, finna jack his dick."
Yeah, so we just be
funny.
fucking with my man.
But it's still damn.
Damn. Yeah, so just quick plug on that. Also, Halloween, man, October 31st, Saturday out here in the Queen City. We're gonna be out here with the costume party. Excuse me, we're gonna be out here with the rodeo. Private location, get your tickets, they is on sale.
Free game. Costumes are like $10 at City Trends, and they are actually A1 costumes.
Right, if y'all really want to go ahead and do that. I think it's a couple other people I'm gonna shout out, but I'm gonna wait till a little bit later to make sure I do that right. But so I guess throughout your journey, because I be seeing you're very expressive within, you know what I'm saying, showing yourself and all that shit. You gorgeous, by the way. I just want to say that.
I appreciate it.
But how in this, I guess, this social media age, how is the online presence treating you? Because I know that be the funny part and the entertaining part. You know what I mean? To what we do is the people that see
like
the
on
image.
the receiving end.
Yeah, the people. I mean, I know your DMs be crazy as fuck. Like, I know you probably get like 8 dick pics a day, like, unless they just be
they are not
scared.
sending you dick pics.
Shit.
They will occasionally,
I'm
and
telling you,
they get blocked instantly.
These niggas don't got no capping, bro. These niggas.
Now the women, I don't mind, but it's like the way that men approach me because of the way that I express my sexuality or just my sensuality altogether. Like, I don't enjoy it, but I definitely set my boundaries for sure.
Nah, definitely. Nah, I already know.
I don't enjoy it.
I don't fuck with that shit, but it's you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. Now,
so women send you nudes though.
I don't mind that at all.
I don't mind shit. I don't want pussy, baby. Send me all the cat.
Let me know.
Right, totally noted.
Send her the cat, baby. You know what I'm talking about? But nah, that's cool though, man. I fuck with it. I just, you know what I mean? I can but imagine. I know what my DMs be looking like, and I be chilling. I can but imagine what her shit be going through. Like,
my DMs be dry hands.
You know what I'm saying?
Really?
For
They
real?
do. People respect my relationship. They know what time it is.
Oh, excuse me.
And they know what kind of energy I carry. Like, you will get cussed out and blocked.
Oh.
And I will air you out. Like, I don't care.
Gucci, well, hey.
No, they always
I heard that shit. I ain't said that shit.
My Twitter is interesting, but my Instagram is not.
Oh, yeah.
Because I post, family stuff. Like, my Instagram's a mixture of things.
Yeah.
But my Twitter, that's a whole different.
But Twitter is a whole different playground, man.
Twitter, honestly.
You know? Oh shit! You get on Twitter,
I don't know
girl.
anything about Twitter.
Man, you better.
They would love you on Twitter.
Yeah, eat your ass on Twitter. Literally, they'll literally eat your ass through the words. Like,
to me, Twitter's more accepting.
Really?
It is. It's more. Okay. Shit. I know. Hold up, because Twitter beat your ass and accept you at the same time.
I mean, and that's fine.
I'm talking about now. Twitter jump you as soon as you say something like.
I feel like for what she does specifically, like they're gonna be here for your spiritual insight and for your nudes. Like it's this whole little loving community of I don't know what they call it.
Juju.
No, it's like anti-Twitter or something like that. Because I have like different pages. I have to compartmentalize my life. I have like my hood funny shit is my Twitter for that I've had since 2009. And then I have the Nights at the Rodeo, so that's just a bunch of porn, so much porn. And then it's I have the AnimeBae Twitter, but it's mostly spiritual content, OnlyFans content, stuff like that. But it's lit in anime, obviously.
I might make one.
So I was browsing through your page though, and I seen you had these ropes tied to your legs. You know, I do the Shibari shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. That's kind of cool. What made you do that?
Okay, so funny story. I live with my parents currently still. So I was at home and I walked into the yoga room and my mother, she was tying herself up actually.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, like what is that? And then she taught me how to do it and I just started practicing from then on. So she also teaches classes too.
What?
That's so cool.
Oh man, I gotta make up with mommy now.
Yes.
Oh
So-
shit, this shit about to get real.
Oh
shit.
Dash is in town and he wants to leave.
Dash still there? I ain't know if he was still, man. Shout out to my homie Dash, man. Y'all don't follow my man's Erotic Rope by Dash 5 because he didn't have like 18 pages already and Instagram keep taking him down. But make sure y'all follow him. Oh, shout out to Nola too, man, because Nola and her nasty shit ran away with her little video. So.
By Nola Lee.
By Nola Lee.
She's on the Nights at the Radio page. We recently recorded with her and probably will again.
Yeah,
she's having a Halloween party Friday night.
That's cool as fuck.
For our Halloween
so
party.
You walked in and your mama tying herself up, and she
was she doing like
she was chilling too, just smoking and tying herself up.
Damn,
chilling hard as fuck.
That is
like
dope.
alrighty.
Yeah.
Well,
what you doing?
Yeah, but look, tell mama she need to holler at Papi, man. She need to teach me
I showed
something.
her on y'all's page. So
Yeah, let her know because I'm actually about to start practicing more of the art. You know what I mean? And what I'm doing in regards to the different designs and concepts and ties and shit. So that's definitely something.
We could set up a shoot.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking to do a shoot soon too. So we definitely need to do that.
I'm always here for the creative aesthetic, and I love the rope tying aesthetic and how we can actually pull that off.
That's beautiful.
So, question, because I know you went to the females. What was like your worst female experience? I'd be curious to these lesbian stories. What was your worst like? Like she just couldn't eat the pussy good. She tripped you too hard and your clit got hot. Like
she used her teeth.
What happened? She bit your nipple. Like,
I don't know if I've had. I think the only negative experience I've had was when me and my ex-girlfriend we had a threesome and she was faking it and I could tell.
How you fake? How?
Because the guy I guess he was too excited. I don't know, so he wasn't like getting up all the way. And
niggas.
The fact that she wasn't turned on, it was turning me off as well. You know what I mean?
So anxious ass.
But you knew she was
faking. I knew she was faking it. I don't know how he didn't know, but
men don't know.
But that was the only experience I've had. But like with the man, he definitely bit my clit. That was not that was not pleasant. I guess that was some freaky shit that some other girl liked. I don't know, but that was my first time receiving head too.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna just take a little break.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Damn it.
Yo, that shit sucks.
He bit me.
Bit you.
Bit me.
Jesus Christ. What about you? What was your worst female experience? I'm curious. Drop some tea. Go ahead, specific, Kermit.
My first time in college, I met some female. That sounds so cliche, but that's when you can do that kind of shit. You're in an all girls dorm, So anyway, me and my best friend at the time, we had we was fucking with the plug. I've been in a poly relationship.
He was the plug.
Yes. So I've been in a poly relationship since 2008. But we didn't know that that's what we were doing.
Yes.
So what you over there sniggling about?
I'm just listening, man. Go ahead.
Anyway, so we didn't realize that that's what we were doing. We were just, me and her were always together, and we were always with him. So everybody just assumed and knew, them the girls that go with such and such. But anywho, we finally got to that level of fucked upness, kind of like homecoming week or some shit like that, where it was we about to do this shit. The tension is there. It's been building since August. It's October now. We about to do this shit. But mind you, leading up to all of that, me and her, talk shit about niggas and how they can't fuck and blah, 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 blah. She's like, niggas don't never want to eat the pussy. And I'm like, right? What's up with that? They just want you to suck their dick, blah, 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 just talking shit. And me and her start, fooling around or whatever. And she takes off her underwear and I'm just like, yo.
Was it pussy hair?
It wasn't just hair. It was all the hair from birth.
Oh my god!
Yes.
What?
It was a lot. And I think I started shaving or naring or whatever when I was 16. I got really sexually active. I got on birth control. I was like, okay. I got head for the first time from a Puerto Rican dude. And I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
We need to get all this out the way so they can do that. But, yeah, so I wasn't shocked that it was hair, but the amount of hair is what caught me off guard. And she was really tiny, so I had to find her pussy.
See, the first pussy I've ever eaten, it was hairy, but she was very, very clean. Her hygiene was on point, so it didn't bother me.
I just couldn't find that shit. It was just deep in the Amazon. But I was also like, girl, this is why don't nobody be wanting to eat this thing. They can't get to it.
If I have a choice, I prefer for it to be shaved, but
yeah,
it doesn't bother me, I guess.
I'm here for a little buzz, nothing crazy.
Yeah. Except for this kind of shit, man. Listen to y'all just talk about pussy, man. See, that's what you see the double entendre in this shit. If ladies walk down the road, right? If they walked in the room and we were just casually talking about, yeah, man, I like pussy. I like it bald most of the time, but I don't really care about hair like that. I like to, what I'm saying? I like to see the booty hole a little bit while she got down, you know what I'm saying, with the shit. They're like, oh, y'all men y'all are disgusting. Y'all are tragic, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I would say
shit.
No.
Yeah.
It's the times where when I had a fade, I used to go to the barbershop and I could tell the men would forget I was in there. And I'm like, hey, all right, y'all getting real, I'm listening. I went to shits, but it was just y'all, I could tell y'all forgot I was in here. And somebody would just look over at me and I'd be sitting there like this, thinking, oh, y'all, we gotta chill out. I'm like, it's too late now. I know everything.
I'm just teasing. I'm fucking with y'all. I like the conversation. This is cool.
But I think that was my worst. So
what? So what?
And it was only bad because it was my first time, and I just felt like I want to do this, and I can't get to it. I don't. And yeah,
it's like Tales of a Lesbian or Tales of a Bisexual Woman. That's what I'm gonna call this. Today's show is called Tales of the Bisexual Woman.
That's kind of catchy.
Yeah, a little bit.
God damn it.
But fast forward,
love being on one.
Same chick. I transferred to UNCC. She's at UNCC as well, and I'm doing a photo shoot, my very first photo shoot ever. And I'm talking about my best friend. My best friend this, my best friend that. Blah, 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 blah. And the photographer looked at me and was like, yo, is your best friend such and such? I was like, yes, oh my God. And he was like, oh, okay, I know her, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. So we both looked at each other. I was like, y'all, yep, I know her, you're her type. Y'all did something. And he was like, you know what? I thought about it, but one day she had on these little Daisy Dukes, and it was was all this hair.
It was that much for real?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, see, the girl I'm talking about, she was hairy, but not like that.
Okay, you know how Ashanti has like hairy arms? I don't know if people know this. My little brother is obsessed with her, but he's like, them hairy ass arms. She's one of those people. She has like sideburns, hairy arms. So like, it was that much fucking hair. But when I told sis what he said, and she realized she missed out on that dick, that bitch went and shaved.
That's
and
crazy.
Popped up in a dress. I said, "You got out a dress?" She said, "Girl, I feel free." It was twirling and shit.
Okay.
She said, "I got room in my underwear." I said, "Yeah, I'm sure you do."
That is fuck. That's bro. I would never, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm a guy. I don't personally keep all that. Hygiene is important, man. You know.
She looked at
You know,
her.
hair hold smells. You can only hold so much time.
She was clean. Like, me and her messed around a lot. Like, it didn't turn me off so far I wouldn't fuck with her no more. But that initial time was just like, oh my God.
Alright, so just curious question. What is it about pussy or a woman that makes you be like, damn, I want to eat up pussy, and then be like, but I still want to go fuck this dick though? You know what I'm saying? Because you got, like I said, you know, out here, man, you got these women now that's like so anti-dick that it's like, you know what I'm saying? If you even bring up the word dick, it's like, nigga, get the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, pussy power, bitch. You feel me? Like, so like what, you know, being in y'all personal, because you know the gay community, some of them hate y'all. They like y'all greedy.
They do.
They like, bitch, make up your mind. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Straddling the fence, and it's like,
so like,
I'm comfortable up here actually.
What's up with that? What had y'all like be like? I just want to.
I don't know, because I like both, like equally.
Well, what attracts you to a woman?
Like physically or like all together?
Both.
I'm definitely an ass girl. I like titties, of course. Lips,
like
definitely lips.
Yeah, definitely.
But like energy wise, I would say she has to be spiritual. She has to be smart. And open for sure.
Spiritual, smart.
I've met some really hot chicks that were prudes, and it was like, never mind.
I can't stand that.
Never mind.
That's different, man. That's interesting, man. I'm learning.
I'm learning.
So.
Now, for real though, because I mean, I be thinking and just be curious to how y'all brains work with that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people kind of be hit or miss with that shit with y'all, because it is, like you said, sometimes you can get too excited, and sometimes you can not know how to move with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you know exactly what it is and what it ain't, you know. Because I mean, even down to us, like this whole shit being with you, shit, man, listen. This has been a test of my motherfucking manhood from the beginning of this bitch. You understand me? I'm talking about this motherfucker here. I love you.
I love you too.
God damn, man. You understand me? I ain't gonna go into no details, but just understand you me this, man. I'm gonna learn you something right quick. Understand what you want before you see. And in doing so, make sure you allow yourself, brother, to get her what she needs to make sure that you can do whatever you need to do. I don't even know who need to hear that right now. You feel me? But whoever need to fucking hear that, bruh, just let her be herself. That's the only way to deal with bisexual women.
Love her, but leave her alone.
Love her, but let her fucking be, bruh.
See, you need to Twitter. Stop playing.
That's real shit. You got to, cause if not, bro,
just so you can screenshot it and post it on your IG. So I can be like, oh, share that shit. Yes.
You gonna get left fucking around,
no,
man.
Seriously,
for real.
It's a lot of
it's a lot of back and forth.
I have a lot of exes that I feel like we were dope together and it was a dope relationship, but because they tried to tame me,
but see, that's what they don't like.
It didn't work. It was fun when we were dating and we weren't serious, but once that title got slapped on there, it was like, oh hell no, bitch, you can't be out here just eating pussy. And it's like, well,
but I'm saying that's where, like I said, that's the test of the manhood. Are you really man enough to be able to handle that shit?
I have a lot of exes that have dated women that left them for studs. So like, that was their biggest
left
fear.
Me for a chick.
I know you
feel me? Like shit. That's why I said my ex left me for a whole chick, and the bitch wanted to low key try to act like she wanted to fight me. I was like, all right, you want to be a nigga? Let's go. But damn it, I can treat you like a little boy. You know what I'm saying? That thing, you know what I mean? Like that be no. This is all right. Sidebar. I got to sidebar this conversation, and I love everybody equally. I'm gonna sit up when I say this. I love everybody.
He do. He's a lover. He just be talking shit.
I'm not homophobic, transphobic, none of that shit. We cool, bro. Y'all good. Everybody good. But when you start disrespecting people, you know, disrespect is just disrespect. And for all of the...
Well, to me, you're going to get an equal exchange.
Yeah, it's an equal exchange of energy. Yeah, it's just period. So for any of the women, and I can respect the way you go about yourself. If you feel comfortable in what I wear, by all means, go about that shit. Do that shit. Some of y'all look good. Ass still look fat. Still fuckable.
That ass is not hiding.
You know what I'm saying? Still fuckable. So you still a woman. But, you know what I mean? Some of y'all take that personality a little too far, man. And just understand. I mean, I know it's certain niggas out here to be ego tripping, but it's real men out here that's still real men. So just, you know, respectfully, man. That's all I'm saying. Respectfully. It's not... Ain't nobody make me mad before I see a fucking meme or something like that. Be like, who made this nigga mad? Who almost beat this nigga the fuck up? Like, no. I just know that I done seen homies deal with that shit, and that shit is not. It's like it's a lose-lose, no matter what. You know what I mean?
You
it's
look
like,
bad for engaging.
You look bad for all that shit, and then you know what I'm saying? All that shit, it's just not a good vibe.
But she pulled a baby boy Snoop Dogg on you, so I understand the animosity.
I won't hype about that. It was just like, bitch, you be lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I already knew what the fuck was up. Right. It was just like, bro, just say that shit.
You could have just said that.
Just say don't let us be going to your house sitting at the stoplight and my homie who the plug who ain't seen me in a couple years pulling up behind us, following us to the house, and then this random ass car just pull up beside me, give me the stir down, and goddamn at the stoplight, and then speed the fuck off like they would want to goddamn go. And my partner gotta pull up like, hey, bro, who the fuck that is, nigga? We need to pull up on that nigga, bro. And I look at my ex like, yo, so who that bitch? You know what I'm saying? And it's you feel me? So it's just like, you know what I mean? I don't, you know. I don't mind it. It was just a principle, bro. I'm a principle ass nigga, bro. You fuck around on principle, bro. That's a, you know what I mean? But karma's a bitch too, so I ain't mad at that. It happens.
I've never been able to engage with them at all.
With the studs?
Yeah, they don't. I guess because I'm bi, so they're already like, bitch, make up your mind. But I've argued with them, like, so why we can't? Da 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 da. And I'm like, because I told you when we met, we can be friends. Like, I'm curious about their sex lives. We can talk the shit, all that kind of stuff all day. But me asking you questions about your sex life is not me trying to hit on you or trying to fuck. I'm literally just curious. Like, so wait, what? There's cream in the ball sack and you squeeze it and it simulates you nutting on her back? Wow.
Oh, you talking about the fake thing?
The little fake thing? Yeah, I'm curious about all of
that. You talking about a Twinkie?
Yeah, I'm not into straps.
Yeah, I thought you was talking about a Twinkie. I didn't know what the fuck you was talking about.
We can call it a Twinkie for all intents.
That shit crazy. Nah, that shit, yeah, that's all. But I mean, I don't know, man. I guess.
You like what you like.
Yeah, you know, sure. Like I said, I'm not judging nobody. So it is what it is with the shit.
There are studs out there that are fucking gorgeous.
There's studs out there that can get this.
And and like if the moment presents itself.
Listen here, man. The brat.
tat.
Listen here.
She think it's all outdoors.
And then I didn't even know she was Lisa Ray's sister. And then goddamn.
Yeah.
Goddamn, nigga.
Have you seen her recent pictures?
Have I? My God, I tried not to keep my Johnson from coming up looking at the motherfucker.
She did like a shoot or something after she got like an afro.
She like 50 or something. Like,
yeah, she did like a birthday shoot. She just had like a birthday
shoot or some shit.
Glammed up. She looked
man, when I tell you that girl looked the fuck, man, listen here, man. She looked good.
But did you see what she said? Future, she'll let Future get her pregnant.
Boy, yeah. That's why I fuck with Future. Hey, Future gang, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Game, all day. Everybody talk about Future. Everybody shit on Future and talk shit about Future.
Toxic.
Future, that nigga. Yeah. Future. Hey, man, it's Future and Brent Fraser.
What is his sign?
He's a Scorpio. But he has his moon in Gemini, too.
No. You know see, it's all bad.
Yeah.
He out here, man. I
Future
support my nigga A1 Future, man.
Jesus Christ. So that's why him and Drake are like.
Hey, man. All the way. But yeah, nah, for real though, I just had questions on this shit, man, because this bisexual shit be, it be hit or miss. You know, you walk in thinking you about to get some play, and then all of a sudden, the tables turn, my nigga. You better sit your ass in the corner
and watch.
You know You know what I'm saying? You go to box. Exactly.
It happens.
Niggas get feelings too. Niggas got feelings.
Question: have you ever been about to have a threesome or whatever? Well, you just told us a similar story where the guy can't really get up. Mm-hmm. That happened to me and my ex so many times. We were like, is it us? Something's wrong with us. We're dope and these niggas cannot get up. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So it's common to be in the setting of having a threesome and your dick can't get up. No pressure though. No pressure.
I'm trying to think. Is that a thing?
It's a thing. We telling you it's a thing.
It
happened at least 3 separate times.
Yeah.
Where we was like, yo, what the fuck? We just want some dick. Like
niggas probably get too excited that they shit they blood don't flow like it's supposed to. I'm telling you, it gotta be something.
Where does it go?
It's in their head.
Damn.
No, like 100.
Not like 100. Like
100. Like, cause you gotta think, bro. If you like, you turn yourself upside down, all the blood go to your head, quote unquote. So you
in that situation, your world is turned upside down.
In that situation now, from on a mental level, you don't over conceptualize or over visualize something with certain shit that now you trying to bring your body up to speed with it.
I had this guy, he harassed me for like 6 months. Like, please bring her over here, please. I'm like, she don't like you, but alright. And I finally talked to her into going over. He got weed, and she was like, fine. She thought he was ugly. And I was like, this nigga's gorgeous to me. He was Scorpio, so I was like, we got to have fun. But when I got her in there, he had to watch us for like 2 hours. Like, I forgot.
That's what he was doing, where we were the whole time. I'm like, we could have stayed at home.
I forgot where we were. I forgot he was there.
So, all right. So, question: like, asking for threesomes is a thing. That's cool. You can do that. Like, hey, I want that bitch. Let's go get it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
As long as it's consensual.
Right.
That's different. I don't know. My whole years, man, put a whole lot of bad luck in my head, bro. I'm like, I don't know, goddamn it.
No, you can ask. I feel like it takes a certain level of openness with your partner, where you can just say, "Hey, babe, look at her," and kind of, in my opinion, you should let the woman drive from there. Because if she's into it, she's gonna be like, "Yo, let's go." She gonna move her way around that woman to catch a feel for her energy or whatever the case may be. But as a man, for you to like kind of try to control that situation, you kind of shooting yourself in the foot.
Okay. That's why I say it's like a slippery slip on the low, man.
Because you're either gonna look like you're being sneaky to the girl you're choosing, or you're gonna look sneaky to your girl.
Right.
So
that's
if the women don't vibe, ain't no threesome, no way. Do you feel like there are rules with a threesome?
Yeah, let me know that. What are the rules of a threesome? Because
rules. Yeah, I think it depends on the partner.
So help me. Like, I'm
trying to think. Do we have any rules? The only rule we had was like use protection and like I think that was it. But like my thing was with her, I felt like because she wasn't being genuine and really like present, because you're faking an orgasm.
Yeah.
For me, I thought that was like a rule as well, like communicating like, hey, I like this or I don't like that. I wish you would have actually had a conversation first.
True.
So I guess that's the only thing, like have a conversation. Protection.
True.
Maybe that's
that's basic.
I've met couples that are like, no kissing, and I'm like, whoa. If we can't kiss this bitch, we don't need to be doing none of this with this person.
Kissing is foreplay.
Right. And I'm like, what do you mean no kissing? Like, I feel like he's cheating on me if he kisses her. It's like, well, you fucking her? No? Alright.
I don't know, man.
I don't know that was a thing.
But it's just, and that's why I asked, because I know it depends on the couple and like what they have conjured up in their head. I do feel you on that faking orgasm shit though. That is kind of strange, because especially since you probably had never seen her do that before. So it was like, what?
I don't think I ever experienced that, so I don't even know what that looked like. Faking orgasm shit.
I mean, he didn't notice.
No,
so
y'all never know.
He wasn't fazed at all by it.
But you was sitting there like, bitch, seriously?
Yeah, I was like, are you, because we're on shrooms too, so I'm like, are you good? Because I can feel your vibe right now. I'm like, are you good? She's like, oh yeah, I'm fine.
So now you lying to me.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't like this.
Yeah.
It was canceled. It was canceled. That's crazy.
Alright, so we got like 10 more minutes left in today's show, man. 10 more minutes left in the show, so listen. again. I guess This shit weird, cause I got so many questions and I'm so curious. I'm like a little kid.
So
like,
ask your question.
It's not. It's like this bisexual shit be cool as fuck, but then it's like a gift and a curse, bruh. Like this shit.
Look,
why do you think it's a curse though?
Cause like as a man, it can limit you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially like a person like myself. I'm a very catering person, but yet optimistic and open person as well. I'm very sociable, but yet introverted at the same time. You know what I'm saying? With my partner, I'm very, as some would say, hypersensitive, but not to the degree of I'm always throwing tantrums or crying about some shit. But more so, I'm very observant and I care about small things.
Okay.
I'm a Virgo. I pick up on everything. I'm very analytical Virgo with my. I'm a cusp baby on top of that, and Virgo Libras all through my shit. So yeah, there's a lot of that balance and analytical love and healing shit that's going on in that shit. So it can, because y'all got this back and forth. Like a Gemini.
It's like a crazy
duality.
Gemini.
It's a Gemini duality. It's like, and I think about it like a pendulum swinging. It's like one side can go here, but at any moment, once it hit that middle balls, it'll goddamn swing up in the extreme of change. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes that's hard to keep up with. You feel what I'm saying? Because at one moment, you know, you telling me you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. Then the next moment, you want some pussy in your mouth. And then the next moment, it's, nah, fuck them hoes. Then the next moment, the next moment is, nah, I like her though. Then the next moment is, nah, I'm good. I want to just do this. Then the next moment is, nah, I really need some pussy because now you done held yourself back from what you really want for so long that because you doing all this back and forth bullshit with yourself. So it's like,
I mean,
you know what I mean? I ain't talking about you, anime. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
But the things you're saying are things I've heard, like people in the gay community,
like for real, and that's why
they don't fuck with us.
That's why they don't fuck with y'all.
You're a hypocrite, and it's
I don't really know what you want sometimes. Like 1 minute, and that's why, like, even down to the poly shit, like with me being with you, it's cool, but it's scary. You feel what I'm saying? Because like. Just from my perspective, it's like at any moment she can not want to be with this bitch, and I gotta just be okay with it, or you know what I mean, or at any moment, because I know the flow is based off of how y'all feel, and if I put my masculinity too deep into it because of your bisexuality, your masculinity is gonna pop up, and now we gotta go bout up about who the real masculine person in this situation, because you are alpha male to a certain degree, and now it's this, that, you feel me? So now we ain't getting nowhere, or now I gotta just let you just feel like you in control. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's like a weird give and take. You know what I mean? Because like if I do find myself in a situation where I fuck with this chick, she cool, you know what I'm saying, but is she cool with you?
Right.
Do you like her? Or do you like her today? Do you not like her today? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is she cool for right now, or for you just want to fuck her or not fuck? You know what I mean? Because I only say that because you got to think. For me, or for any man that's in any poly or any bisexual situation, you know what I'm saying? That puts me in a position where it's like, all right, how do I act on this person? Because in essence, I can't really be myself. Because if I be too much of myself, it's gonna not be geared towards the intent that you may have at that time. You feel what I'm saying? So it can come off as you might be doing too much. It's a certain level of
fluidity when you're dealing with a bisexual that you have to be comfortable with. Where you're not trying to tame them, but you're also being conscious and aware of how your actions are affecting their actions and thoughts and feelings and stuff.
That's understandable. I guess, like I said, it's still, even with that, it's still just, sometimes it's hard to keep up with. You know, and I only say that because it's different factors that cater to y'all differently. And this is going from, you know, me being younger and listening to chicks go to this, I never eat a pussy. To, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all remember that shit. I never eat a pussy. So now it's, oh, I like this bitch. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? To me and my nigga fuck bitches together. Like, nigga, we lived through that phase and that process of relationship and watching people go through their different mind state. You know what I'm saying? So that right there in its own is just, you know, like I guess for myself, paying attention to it is different. You feel what I'm saying? So, as empowering as the black bisexual woman is, y'all some scary motherfuckers, man. Y'all pleasurable as hell, but y'all will tear some shit up at the same time. Which is why y'all find yourself to yourself a lot too. Which is what I noticed. Or y'all find yourself in a crowd of people. Which is dope. I mean, it's balanced because y'all got them extremes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because to want dick and then to all of a sudden want pussy, that's an extreme. Like, them two different extremes to somebody who don't fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then for somebody who do fuck with just one or the other, it's like, bitch, what you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, unless you a guy and it's like, more pussy for me, nigga, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because,
I've met Touch Me Not said just be like, what are you doing? Like, no, I'm gonna eat your pussy. You don't touch me. And it's like,
that's always like awkward for me, honestly.
Yeah, no, I need to exchange this energy. Like, I'm not about to just get devoured and then leave. Like,
that shit, I don't know, man. It's different. That's cool. I fuck with it though. So the tales of the bisexual. It's cool how this thing gonna fuck. I was like, bro, what the fuck we gonna talk about today, man? God damn. Like, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait till she get here. I'm gonna get a read on her energy. I hope she loud a little bit. She came in quiet as kept. Just, hey, good. All right. And I was like, fuck. All right, let's go. God damn it, we're gonna do it. But nah, that's cool though, man. So I got 2 gay queers on the couch. They over here chilling.
2 gay queers.
You know?
Shit. Okay.
And nah, we got Jesse and we got say your name one time.
Shamaria.
Shamaria. I don't like mispronouncing people's names. I feel like
it's a lot of gums and lips over there, and it's blah 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 blah.
Oh, this bitch got jokes. Ah.
So like Bubble from Forrest Gump.
So we're gonna end the show on that note. I appreciate y'all for fucking with us this rodeo, this KinkCast episode, man. This once again, this is your rodeo master Papi Equis
AnimeBae
and Shamaria.
And I appreciate y'all, man. We out.
We're gonna put our IG on here too, y'all.
This show is produced by Livewire Sound and Entertainment. If you're looking to rent premium sound equipment for your next concert or podcast at a low price, go to www.livewiresoundent.com.